I was a daily drinker for almost a little over 10 years. Welcome back, friends. It's time to talk about why and how we heal the way we do from these narcissistic, toxic relationships, whether they be in the family and the relationship dynamic or whatever. But for me, it was alcohol. I'm not going to give a whole rundown of it, but this is the most sober that I've ever been in my entire life. Previously, I have used, shall I say, misused alcohol, in conjunction with meds and stuff to mask pain, emotional pain, physical pain. I would even combine them with painkillers like Percocet and Vicodin, and it was just a complete mess. And then you figure, like, what's one or two going to do? And that's the cliche yet spot on saying, because you always think that you can handle a little bit, but you just can't, or you weren't meant to. For me, I've just grown to practice radical acceptance in that I'm not one to have just one or two. For me, I would drink the entire 12 pack. At least that's what I was doing around this time of year last year. Devour a 12 pack throughout the entire day, and then sometimes go out at night and get another one at 2 in the morning. It was pretty bad. So I want to apologize to some of those who may have been feeling in the loop. But that's pretty much more or less what I was doing. Aside from, like, endless MRI scans and endless epidural injections and procedures on my spine and on my back. And I just wanted to just make a point here that drugs and or alcohol, alcohol is a drug, but just saying that none of these things will cure you. Especially the alcohol part. It's just a poison. What do you use it for medicinally? Like, for cuts and stuff? For wounds? I can't think of any other reason. That stuff is not meant to go down your gullet. That's just my opinion. But, hey, what's it to you anyway? But I can proudly say that I screwed dry January up, but since January 31st, let's see, February, March, April, May, June, July. So it's 7 months. A little over half a year. It kind of feels surreal. You kind of stop counting after the half year part. But I'm just glad that I don't feel the need to drink at every little problem. Like, I'm stressed out about my father, I'll just have a drink. Or I'm feeling a little triggered at work, I'm just going to have a quick shot. Whatever. Or alternatively, I've done this. I was legally prescribed Fikes, but I would just go upstairs or into the bathroom, whatever, and I would just pop them like it's candy. And that's what would make me get through the grueling shifts that I had at work, like 12, 16-hour shifts. And I had felt like such a, I'm looking for the right word. I felt like I was doing a disservice to myself for, like, doing things for people who wouldn't piss on me if I was on fire. Money was just a piece of paper to me. I had savings. I bought the car, right? I have a roof over my head. I'm not up shit's creek yet. Okay? And it's incumbent on not just me, but upon all you that you have a financial security spot, or a soft pillow to fall on when times get tough. Keep your assets and your money away from anybody else. I don't mean any narcissist either. I mean just like anybody. Because, you know, stuff goes wrong with family too. And you might not want to believe it now, but I'm not saying it'll happen, but I'm saying be careful who you trust. Be careful who you tell your problems to, or even the opposite. And yeah, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. And remember that, well, the first 2 weeks, first month for me was pretty triggering. Pain in the ass to get through. Craving sugar, you know, drinking tons of Monster, and getting through it like that. What's been really triggering for me though is like this guy. Yeah, I get no privacy around here. Does he want to say hi to camera? Like, I don't know. Seems like I get no privacy anywhere I go. I'm just like filming myself here. And I'm like, you know, there's a park over here, but the point in fact is that, you know, people are the main trigger for me. Like, just sorry for the momentary pause, but you gotta find an outlet for yourself, whether it be breathing, you know, just pull over if you're heated and just rest, put on the AC, sit under some shade, drink some water, whatever you gotta do. Or if it's cold, you know, whatever, do the opposite. But I just wanted to make this quick video to show you that if I can do it, you can do it. I've been going to like a hourly, like weekly thing every week, and it's been a very productive group. I don't even have to be in it, but it's a dual recovery group. You know, I just last week somebody comforted me. I had to leave the room early. You know, I'm not going, I forget at this point, but thank God to whoever she was. You know, I'm not going to name names, but I'm really grateful for people like her who take the time to make sure if I'm okay and stuff. I wasn't really, you know, I just had my hands buried in my face. It was like the first time I've felt like that in public in a long time. But make time for yourself. I refer to it in all my past videos. Make time for yourself. Not the booze. Not the bosses. Not the, you gotta be your own boss. You gotta set your own standards. Find flexibility within your own schedule, within your time. But in your time, you shall heal. It will just take some time, that's all. And at first you might not like other people's opinions, but you kind of grow and get to appreciate more of people's inputs, because you realize that you're not alone. You're hearing other people's stories and situations, and you realize that it could always be much worse. It could always be much worse. So I'm just gonna wrap it up here, and God bless you all. I wish you all nothing but the best, and take care. See you.